Hello, dear students. So, just completed one-to-one doubt clearing session with students before the exam. And some of the most commonly asked question which I want to discuss now with everyone, those who missed it, is how to complete the exam paper in 3 hours. Even if you know it so well, so many students are saying, ma'am, out of 85, I got 58 marks. Had I attempted 100 marks paper, I would have definitely got exemption. So the first important thing is, how are you utilizing your reading time? 15 minutes you get time with the question paper before you start writing the answer, and that is most crucial. Reach the exam center in time. If you need to use the locker and put your mobile phone or whatever over there, then in a relaxed way, be ready to get the question paper. Read it for 15 minutes, and while reading the question paper, don't start reading the MCQs first. From say upcoming CMA exams, I'm giving that way answer. Say question number 2 to 8, you have to attempt any 5 questions of 14 marks. So start reading from question number 2 and make a good choice. If you're good at direct taxation, you can do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 onwards. Only one question of indirect tax you can attempt. If you're very good at indirect taxation, 6, 7, 8 is indirect taxes and custom, and from direct tax 1. So whatever is your choice, make it very clear. And when you get the answer sheet, definitely start with MCQs. Yeah, in 15 minutes, read and keep, and then start from the MCQs. Mindset. Everything is a game of mindset now. You've worked hard for these many months. So don't say कि मैम मैंने कुछ भी याद किया है, कुछ भी याद नहीं है, सब भूल जा रहा हूँ. No, you remember everything. When you start writing, your pen will flow, but you need to be confident, and every now and then when doubt and fear comes, park it at the back and you be confident. Now listen carefully. So when you start writing your answer sheet, start with the MCQs. Say you have written 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 6th MCQ, you're confused. Okay, कि it is correct or not, you're not getting, और याद नहीं आ रहा है, छोड़ दो. Don't waste your time on that. 1.8, I mean, say 180 minutes you have for 100 marks paper. So 1.8 minute you have for 1 mark. So 2 mark MCQ it is, you have 3 minutes of time, right? If you're getting, read it, solve it, and don't write anything in the question paper. Doesn't mean everything you have to do orally. For MCQs, you can use your answer sheet. In your answer sheet, you can make rough work for MCQ. Many students, like including me, लिखो ना तो जल्दी हो जाता है. Rather than doing it orally in calculator, we do mistake. So just utilize 1 page rough work for MCQ and write it, the answers. Okay. Use the same calculator which you are comfortable, you are using every day, M plus, M minus functions. Now, after writing the MCQs, don't go in sequence. Question number 3, 4, 5. Write the best answer what you know. See, if there is something tough in the exam or technical, there is something very easy also. So, if you feel you know question number 3, B bit well, and then A bit, start with question number 3 and A. 7 plus 7, 14 marks it is. So, by this way, first 1.5 hour, you will get the boost. कि पास तो हो जाएंगे, उतना तो आ गया अच्छे से. And next 1.5 hour is your journey for getting the exemption. I hope these are very minute points but helpful. That's what I discussed with the student. Paper pattern should be very clear. So prepare in hand. If you're writing a new syllabus, you have MCQs of 15 MCQs of 2 marks each. And then questions. If you're writing an old syllabus, you still have true and false fill in the blanks. So know your paper pattern and accordingly. Now, while making the choice, it is very important. For example, if I discuss for taxation, we all know every time they are asking minimum 8 marks, 2 into 4, 8 bits for TDS, TCS. And if you have prepared thoroughly, you know it, do it first. If there is something tough or technical in the exam, there is something very easy also, right? So, for example, if you talk about cost accounting subject, there are topics wherein very simple questions are only asked. In that, there is no question of creativity. Marginal costing. You know the formula? That's what they are asking. Calculate the PV ratio, calculate the margin of safety. Ekdam simple chapter hai. Contract costing. It's just the format you have to draw and do. Operating costing, hotel or students or hospital, very simple questions are there. These are the topics. Yeah, one more topic I feel always they ask very easy question is integrated, non-integrated. You have to prepare the cost sheet, the financial accounts, or sometimes everything is given, you just have to do the reconciliation. In overheads, if they ask you methods, of course it will take time, but so many exams, just the treatment of under and over absorption is asked for 7 marks. So if it is under absorbed portion of it, you will charge it in the sales or in the finished goods or in the work in progress. That you know, I'm not in teaching mode right now. Am I giving you the mindset? Huh? So choose the question very well. That will save your time. Second thing is, now because less days are there, around 15 days are left for your final exam. Repetition. The more you repeat, automatically that speed will come. So you saw the past exam papers. Say if you're writing upcoming CMA exam, the June 23, the December 22 exam, which was there in the January only. तो जो भी है मतलब past के actual exam papers करो, watch rapid revision videos, listen to it. If you have made some handwritten booster notes, revise it. Repetition is very important. Another important trick to complete the paper in 3 hours is how you are reading the question paper. Reading the question paper. One second, and dear students. Yeah. Reading the question paper is an art. Suppose if it is an address question, start reading from the credit side, then from the debit side. Credit side, whatever is not the business income, just remove it. Debit side, whatever is not the expense related to business, add, and then go to the adjustment. So do it in such a way that it will save your time. Okay. And suppose if it is like book depreciation is given and in the adjustment depreciation as per income tax is given, don't try to take differences. Are you getting? Add back the whole book depreciation, say 50,000, and deduct the depreciation as per income tax, that is 30,000. Are you getting? So many times the students are juggling and doing mistake and their time is going off in getting the differences. Like very common adjustment in CMA CA exam is if the closing stock and opening stock are undervalued. So if closing stock is undervalued, बढ़ा दो value. So the closing stock will increase, the profit will increase. If opening stock is undervalued, increase the value of opening stock. So if you increase opening stock, the profit will reduce. Do these adjustments separate. Don't try to net it off. These are very small tricks. It will save your time. Now coming to the income tax exam, very important point is writing the notes. When you are writing the notes in the exam, 2 to 3 notes which are very important. Not that pages. Residential status 7 marks question is solved in 2 pages, dear students. Not right. Make triple column. Suppose one of the adjustment is amount received in India, income is earned in Canada. But because if it is received in India, taxable for all, right? After that comes past untaxed profit brought to India. It's not an income. It's a capital transfer. Past untaxed profit which you have earned in London somewhere, you're just bringing it to India. It's not taxable in India. So what you will do? Past untaxed profit, when it is brought in India, then just write it in the problem only and not an income करके और तीनों में dash कर दो. PPF interest is exempt, but in income from other sources, winning from lotteries, horse races, dividend received, PPF interest 5,000, inner column, outer column exempt. If you write it there itself, you have to write least notes. So this is a very important trick. ऐसा नहीं है कि मैं जितने ज़्यादा notes लिखूंगी मुझे I'll get more marks. Followed? So these are some of the very small but very important tricks what we discussed in the today's class. And I'm giving the gist to all of you. And yeah, the reason of keeping the Zoom meeting is students are more comfortable. That recording I'm not going to share anywhere, but they're comfortable in sharing their doubts. So whenever we have doubt clearing session on Zoom, do attend it. That recording we don't share. The gist I'm sharing. Hope all these pointers are helpful to you. Right? Okay. Yeah, in income tax, many times they give you extra information. For example, when you have to calculate the depreciation, you need the WDV, but they give you the original cost to confuse you. So just know how to segregate that extra information. This is also very important. Mindset should be clear, it should not be confused, and all this will come by practice. One more common question asked by student is that one second. That's why I've noted down those points. Yeah. How do we revise in the one day? Then one day before exam, don't pick up anything new. Don't watch any of the new lectures. If you're writing both groups, you're not even getting 24 hours, right? And in that, you have to revise DT and IDT. So how you're going to approach that? The formats, for example, let us take up house property. In 15 minutes, can you revise the format of house property? Self-occupied, it is nil. Let out ka ye hai. Interest on loan is 2 lakh allowed for self-occupied. For repairs and all, 30,000. Just go on revising the formats, the booster notes. Followed or not? Marginal costing formulas revise karo, integrated hai, labor hai to uske. So like this, one day before exam, revise all the formats, formulas, and some very important problems which if that time you decide to solve, okay, now I'll sit and solve top 30 questions, top 50 questions, then you will lose. It's not wrong to solve top 30 and 50 questions, but that you should do now. 10 days before exam abhi karke rakh lo. और वो top 50 में से if you feel these 5 questions are covering all the adjustments of retirement benefit of salary and all, do it. Just revise it orally. Otherwise, I would not suggest you to go in depth in any chapter. Just overall revision you should do, right? And you will remember, pen will flow, and it's just a game of mindset. If you were not smart enough, if you were not hardworking enough, you would not come till this place also. Am I right? So because you are here is all many of your friends are just do not doing professional studies, just casual studies and whatever other things. From foundation you have come and cleared and come till here. That itself shows the confidence, right or not? So it already you have the professional approach, and the pen will flow, and you will complete the paper in 3 hours. नहीं, मैं 80 मार्क्स का ही बहुत अच्छा करूंगा और उसी में से 65 लाऊंगा, ऐसे नहीं होता है. You have to attempt 100 marks paper by taking care of these pointers, that is reading the question paper smartly, making quality good choice in the first 15 minutes, and while writing the answer, don't write extra things, okay, extra notes and all. Carry forward of the losses. Horse races itna, this itna, business loss itna, finish. In brief, you write, you will get marks. And one very important questions, I think most of the students had it today in the live class, was that sections. If we write wrong sections, will they do minus marking? No one is there sitting over there to punish you. But what I say is, if you know the sections properly, write it. For example, HRA, section 10, kuch to tha, to don't write section 10. If you know section 10, clause 13A, then write it. Followed or not. If you know the sections very well, then quote it. It's an added advantage. And one more common question many of them asked was, ma'am, business head nahi ho paya. To nahi ho paya, to 3 lectures of 2.5 hours each. In Sarthi batch, just see it will be written business head part 1, part 2, part 3. Only depreciation, surely they will ask you 4 marks question. Scientific research is there, presumptive taxation, that table is there. So what I am saying is, in these 3 lectures, 2.5 hours each, you will get that in-depth what is required. First lecture, first half an hour only, you will be confident ki kab add karna hai, kab less karna hai, kab ignore karna hai. So rather than leaving the topic and having that less of the confidence, ki arey business hai pura choda choda, do it now. 2.5 hours, 3 days from now, 15 days are there for exam. Coming 10 days, mein, can you allot 7.5 hours and complete? These free lectures are there, Sarthi Taxation Batch in YouTube. Watch it and complete it. Don't leave it. While doing it, if you get any doubt, click the picture and send me. But छोड़ो मत. And digest and go कि हाँ business head को ज़्यादा time लगेगा. Say you are giving 7.5 hours for the revision of business head, and 1 hour you have completed clubbing whole chapter. 45 minutes you can complete the set off and carry forward rules. So this is professional studies. You can't have equal time for everything. In costing, you take so much time for material labor over it. Material में EOQ भी करना है, material में आपको stock levels भी करना है, material theory questions are also asked. And I'm juggling costing and tax, but these are the questions and I'm getting it very much clear. अभी याद आते जा रहे हैं क्या क्या आपने पूछा है, तो I'm sharing. So be prepared कि okay, material labor overhead, I will take more time to revise. Then job batch costing, operating costing, you will do it at a faster pace. ठीक है? तो छोड़ना नहीं है, करना है. And very important is whether you are writing CA exam or CA exam, your first chapter, that is the cost accounting, the objectives of the installation of the cost accounting, and all those questions are very important. Repeatedly theory questions are coming from your first chapter. What is conversion cost? What is discretionary cost? Either in MCQs or in theory questions. Distinguish between cost reduction, cost control. Is this a cost center? Is this a responsibility? तो फर्स्ट चैप्टर अच्छे से करो, वापस से करो. और मैम अब आप बोल रहे हैं पढ़े 10 दिन पहले, नहीं लगेगा. इट विल नॉट टेक मोर देन 2 hours. whatever time you are thinking ना कि ये रह गया, उतने टाइम में तो take the action. 1 2 3 4 dive, take the action and do it. No coach teaches you swimming. They are doing 50%, rest 50% you yourself are doing. स्विमिंग नहीं भी मालूम तो पानी में धक्का दे दो तो अपने आप साइकिलिंग करेंगे, स्विमिंग करेंगे. सो जस्ट डाइव एंड डू, बट वर्क हार्ड, वर्क स्मार्ट, achieve your goals. No one can mess with your dreams. So you are working for your dreams, go for it. All the best. I hope these inputs are helpful. Still, if you feel I have not covered anything and you have a doubt, are you getting those names of the chapters I said? Cost integrated account, contract costing, operating costing, marginal, ye reconciliation, cost and financial. These chapters, always the question is coming and always the questions are very easy. Creativity is there in the other chapters. So this you can do it, right? Like this, we know that in income tax, business head is there, salary is there, very important. TDS, TCS, up TDS, TCS, ma'am, so many sections are there. 194C. 194J, professionals, and the later ones, a BK, 194Q, 194RS, whatever, virtual digital asset. Recent ones added, 4 to 5 are only there. Just do that, repeat that, you will be able to do it. And definitely refer the past exam papers. Mock test se bhi zyada important is June 23 paper, earlier 3 attempts, actual question paper, right? Wish you very all the best. Any doubts you have, join us in the Telegram group and you can ask me. I'll clear it by voice note. Till the day of exam, you can ask me doubt. But after the exam, I'm not going to discuss the paper till both the groups' exams are over. It's a promise. No hurry कि टैक्स का पेपर हो गया, कैसा गया, ये लो मैं डिस्कस कर रही हूँ. No. The mindset should be okay, tax is over, next is this exam and how I'm going to prepare. एक पेपर खराब गया ना, 110% effort लगा के focus on the next paper. And if you have a doubt, just message me, call me, I will help you out. I've seen students not giving up even if they're sure कि accounts तो बकवास गया, नहीं clear होगा, या 40 आएंगे, 42 आएंगे, छोड़ दो. But then when they were pushed and they gave other papers and that same attempt they cleared the grade. So it is all a game of mind now. Trust me, I'm telling you, dear students. Thank you so much. You can comment below anywhere if you are agreeing or anywhere if you are not agreeing with me. Okay? All the best to all of you. Bye-bye.